want to grow not only a successful YouTube channel, but an active subscriber base. I'm talking about subscribers who actively engage on your videos, subscribers who actively anticipate the release of your videos and watch those videos. The very activity that propels channels to places unknown.
Golly, boss, I don't know where that is, but it sounds amazing.
For golly sakes, cowhand, not now, I'm on a roll. Then having an understanding of how YouTube viewers navigate and ultimately subscribe to channels will empower you to make small, subtle tweaks that can have a huge ripple effect across your channel. And in this video, I'm going to share my 11-step ritual growth system that has allowed me to go from 0 to 5,000 subscribers in a matter of months.
Brian G. Johnson.
Hey, it's Brian G. Johnson helping you to stake your claim, amplify your message, and inspire action, like inspiring people to subscribe to your channel. These 11 steps are powerful. Implement just a few and you're going to see results. However, put these together, poof, pixie dust. And by mid-July, I had increased my views by 439%, going from 300 views a day to over 1,200. Poof! Pixie dust. Step number 1 is you really want to take the time to understand who it is you're going to craft content for. Who are the people going to most likely resonate with your videos? If you're a gaming channel, go deep, baby. Maybe you create videos on Overwatch or Battlefield 1. Maybe you like to do animated shorts. Maybe you put your own spin on a style of gameplay. But when you take the time to figure out something that makes your channel unique, when you take the time to put a spin on what you do, it makes all the difference, because then you can move forward and you can create a channel for a very specific group of people. And step number 2, baby, we're talking the golden rule ritual. The golden rule is really understanding what exactly do people want. So in step 1, we identified who is it that's going to be interested in my content. Now in step 2, you can start asking yourself, what exactly do these people want? What are they most interested in? And again, that will allow us to really tailor our channel, our videos, to exactly this group of people, and we can give them the thing they're after. For example, I know that my target market is most interested in learning how to drive views and then converting those views into subscribers. Step number 3 is to craft a value proposition that quickly and clearly communicates what makes your channel freaking awesome. And this is a case where less is way more. And why? Because people are busy. There's so much information. It's hard to cut through. And when people don't know what your channel's about, they're not going to try to figure it out. So you want to propose one big idea, like what they're going to get. And then your value proposition reflects that. Like mine, stake your claim. Now, by the way, it's similar to Nike's, just do it. Stake your claim is to do it, to know you're going to do it, to succeed, to take the steps. To amplify your message is not just to share your content, but to amplify it. And what's the result? Well, when you amplify your message, it inspires people to act. So when you take the time to think about what your value proposition is, it makes it easier for people to understand what you got. Now, here's the thing. When you're starting out and you're building a channel, that's a big thing to wrap your head around. So I want to give you a simple hack. If you're not sure, follow Jacksepticeye and his lead with less is more. If you check out Jack's channel page, there's not a lot of words on his graphic. It's not all this mucky muck stuff. It's clean, it's simple. Less is way more. Step number 4 is to break the zombie cycle. And what do I mean by that? There is so much information that it's impossible for us to go through it all, to decide if it's worthy. And thus we use hacks to try to navigate, to try to get through, and we're making split-second decisions. And because of that, as creators, we need to stop and engage people. We need to grab attention, and we're going to do that by implementing strategies and tactics that allow our content to stand out in a sea of noise. Think about a viewer that has never landed on your channel before. They just watched your video, they think they're interested, and they click to your channel and they landed. And they have a few questions. Number one is like, what do I get? What do I get? Imagine that someone's wanting to know, like, what do they get? And they have an education of a 7-year-old, they have the attention span of a 6-year-old, and you've got seconds to clearly communicate. That's why the earlier steps are so powerful. Crafting a simple statement makes it easy and fast for people to understand. Another thing you can do is really illustrate what makes your content awesome. You can take the time to figure it out. And a great way to really craft awesome is to leverage the power of different. So as you're crafting your channel and your content and your playlist, you want to communicate, what do I get? What makes it awesome, and why should I subscribe? When you start thinking in this manner, you can craft your channel in a way that clearly communicates with that individual. And that brings us to step number 5. I call it the big idea. Every time you publish a video or you create a playlist, you want to think about the one big idea that this piece of content covers. Whether it's a channel, your channel has got your value proposition. That's your big idea. That's what makes your channel awesome. If you create a playlist, which we're going to talk about as we move forward, you want to theme your playlist to make it easy to look at, to make it congruent. And you can do that by implementing the same colors, the same font, the same structure, the same style, the same logo, the same type of words, and so on. And when you do that and you build out a playlist or a string of videos that incorporate these same styles, you really create a pattern. The eye recognizes patterns, they're drawn to patterns, and it makes it easier for people to get what you got. Step number 6, ritual customization. Take the time to customize your YouTube channel, and that'll give you the ability to add elements that will greatly improve your viewer to subscriber ratio. In other words, every time you publish a video, there's a number associated with the percentage of viewers that become subscribers. And by customizing your channel, you have much more control over how your channel page looks, and you can implement all these ideas that I'm sharing and skyrocket your results. I've got a video you can check out that will walk you through the process of customizing your channel. Dig it. Step number 7 is to leverage the top level big idea playlist, and it works like this. So if you remember, the golden rule is really about identifying what it is those people in your target market want. Then, when you identify that, take the most important stuff and create a playlist that covers those very topics, and make sure to incorporate that playlist on the top level of your channel. And what this does is give people what they want, and when they land on your channel, they've got what they're interested in. Step number 8 is to leverage the power of a channel trailer. First off, introduce who you are. It's important for you to communicate who you are. And next is, what do you got for people? Again, this is really your value proposition. Explain what you do, what your channel is all about, and then this is what I like to add. What makes your channel different? And what I did with my channel trailer is I kind of told a story about my poodle, and when people subscribe, they're gonna feed a poodle. I talk about my poodle, I wear a cowboy shirt, I talk about pixie dust. These are all the things that make what I do different and unique. And when you do that, when you communicate who you are, what you got, how it's going to help those people, and what makes you different, poof, that was a double poof. Step number 9 is to include a call to action. At the end of your channel trailer, make sure you tell people to subscribe. At the end of your videos, tell people to subscribe. Use subscribe graphics. When you do these things, people are more likely going to take action. And you might think, well, I don't want to bug people. Well, people forget. People don't know they can subscribe. People might forget and move off. They're busy and you lost a subscriber. Step number 10 is the more session ritual. YouTube session time. This is really starting sessions, getting people to YouTube. If you can post on social media, awesome. Even if you get a few clicks, it'll help, and every little bit helps. If you've got a list, mail those people when you've got a new video coming out. And get this, even by just publishing videos, you can start YouTube sessions, which can greatly impact the authority of your channel, allowing you to drive more views and get more subscribers. So when you publish a video, make sure to share it to the social sites and more. And check this out. Lastly, you can include a snippet of code that will greatly improve the amount of people that subscribe to your channel when you share your channel on Facebook, when you share your channel in an email, when you share your channel, instead of linking directly to your channel, use the special code that I've highlighted in this video. And what happens is when a user clicks on the link you send them, it actually pops up a box on your YouTube channel and prompts users to subscribe. This will greatly improve your subscription rate. It's going to help you move forward and so on. Now, hey, speaking of call to action, if you haven't subscribed to me, B to the G, you know I got 2 hungry poodles. And when you subscribe by clicking the G button below, you'll feed one of them. I'm Brian G. I'll see you next time. Poof. Pixie dust.